In this video, we visited Niner Wine Estates. We had an incredible time. It was our fourth stop of the day. We had definitely already had enough wine, although we were responsible and spit a lot of it out, or dumped a lot of it. Thank goodness for a beautiful, wonderful lunch to give us a little food in our belly.
So I might have gotten a little crazy. I ran up this hill into the vineyards, and they have this cluster of trees that forms the shape of a heart. But it was fun. Yes, I almost passed out.
It was hot.
It was hot. The ground was soft. I had enough wine for one day. We hope you enjoy this video. What's the chances of you'd ever say at the end of the day you've had too much wine? This is about zero, but we're close. All we need right now is a charcuterie board. Say it 3 times.
Charcuterie, charcuterie, charcuterie.
Good one.
They even give you a water glass.
You want me to take a picture of this?
Tell you a little bit about Niner. So Niner is family owned. We were started back in 2000 by Pepper Richard Niner, and we're 100% estate. So that means we only use fruit from vineyards that we own. We have 3 vineyards total. This is Hart Hill Vineyards, where you guys are at right now, hence the Oak Grove up on the hilltop. Then we have Boot Jack Ranch, which is over on the east side. And then down in the Edna Valley is Jesperson Ranch in San Luis Obispo. So you guys are gonna be tasting through wines from all 3 of the vineyards today. The flights will start on your left, and you're gonna work your way right. First one is our 2020 Albarino. Albarino is a Spanish varietal that we grow at Jesperson. And 2020, as I'm sure you guys know, was a pretty crazy year. Not only with COVID, but like temperature-wise, it was pretty wild. So we have really nice balance of characteristics. We had to navigate through these crazy heat spikes. And it's the first vintage that we use concrete and stainless steel in combination. We got a brand new concrete fermenter, and we put about 20% of the fruit in that concrete fermenter, and then we aged it for 4 months, so it adds this kind of layer of minerality. And then we also put the rest in stainless steel, so you're preserving that bright crispness to the wine, and really good for like summertime. It's got some really nice fruit quality to it as well. So that being said, with that 2020 vintage being crazy, our winemaker Molly really navigated through all of the heat spikes well. Then we have the 2018 Silhouette du Coeur. This is our Rhone style white blend. This is comprised of Marsanne, Roussanne, and Grenache Blanc. And all 3 of those grapes grow here at Hart Hill. And we actually barrel age this as a blend in a large format barrel called a Foudre. We do that for about 18 months. And the combination of aging as a blend really helps everything to incorporate together. So you get this nice balance. The Grenache Blanc brings out stone fruit. The Marsanne and Roussanne bring out more of your minerality and your body to the wine. This is a really good wine for lunchtime because it goes really well with cheeses and sandwiches and things and salads.
Speaking of, I'm just kidding.
So
Here our 4th stop.
there's food. Then we have some red wines. So this is our 2018 Pinot Noir. This is our reserve. So this is going to be a field selection. So we pick the best single block of fruit from the vineyard, and we also do with our Pinot a clone selection. So this is a combination of 2 clones, 667 and 777. So those clones are usually more of the like red fruit and spice oriented clones. And we combine those together. This is one of my favorite wines that our winemaker's done. It really turned out well. 2018 was the year of the super bloom and like getting out of the drought. So we had some really good fruit development that year. Yeah, and the aromatics on it are really good. We barrel aged it for 10 months. So just a short little time in barrel. And then it's something you don't really need to age for too long. You can lay it down for like another year or so, but it doesn't need to go much further than that. It's definitely ready to drink now. And then to finish off your guys' flight, we have the 2018 Cabernet Sauvignon. This is our most grown varietal between our 2 Paso vineyards. So this one is a combination of both vineyards. So we have about 70% of the fruit coming from Boot Jack, and then the rest coming from here. And where our 2 vineyards are located, there's pretty drastic differences between the 2, different soil types, different temperature. Today's a pretty good example. It's supposed to be 106 today. So on the east side vineyard, it's definitely up in that temperature. Right now it's 97, so there's about a 10-degree difference between the 2. And we're in a valley that shoots out to the coast, so you get a lot of subtle cool temperature kind of sneaking in, and then meeting that hot air creates this vacuum effect, so we get this wind that blows pretty much through either the entire day or like in the afternoon. So here the cab develops more in a Bordeaux style, where it's a little bit lighter, brighter, more tannin and more structure. The east side's a little bit richer, more full-bodied, a little more weight, and softer tannins. So when we combine the 2 together, they really help to balance each other out and make the cab nice and approachable. This is also one that you don't need to lay down for too long. You can age it for like 3 to 5 years, or drink it now. This is like our weekday wine. We call the cab our weekday wine because it's something you can you don't have to worry about how I aged it long enough, it's ready to go now. And 2018 was just such a good year for us. So that's the year that when people are talking about specific years, they're better than others. 18 has been one of the better years we've had in many years. So just, for future reference, keep that in mind, because they'll definitely change. And, and I also recommend, if you guys are, really into seeing the differences, to take a little notebook, or even just in your phone, like a note, and just write about the wine. Take notes on it, see how it was then, and then see how it compares. That's what a lot of us do, and it's really cool to see the evolution of the wine over the time it lays down, because it really does change a lot. And there's like this threshold of because wine doesn't age like linear, it kind of goes up and down, and we notice it all the time. We'll send wines back to our cellar because it'll get to a part where it just needs a little more time. And then, for example, we have a Cabernet Franc. We had the 2017. 17 was drinking well, and then it kind of hit a point where it was not at its best. So we actually switched it for an older vintage, which usually we go for a newer vintage when we're cycling things in, because the 16 was just right at where we want it to be. So just always paying attention to those little small things. And we also have an aging chart, so we're really into making sure you guys drink the wines when we think that they're right. So
Kyle, you're awesome. So I sort of just got permission to go up through the vineyards. I don't think they like you to do this, but these people are very nice. And then they know that I'm not gonna go up there and do something stupid. God, I'm so tired. I don't even know why I'm doing this, but I'm doing this for the YouTube channel because I want you guys to experience this. It's awesome. Look at this. This is freaking beautiful. We had a really nice experience here. We had a charcuterie board, and it's just beautiful out here. All right, so I'm gonna run up this vineyard, and I'm hoping that I won't have a heart attack at 59 plus years old. So stand by. Oh my God, this is so much fun. I can't do it. It's too hot out here. I knew this looked a lot steeper than it was. Oh, from down. Finally catching my breath. Not really. This is what we were looking at from inside the winery. I was like, oh yeah, I can run up that hill. And I was like, you know what? I think when I get there, it's gonna be just a lot steeper than I thought. Sure enough,
it is. I already did yoga this morning. Already did a 1 mile run. But I figured, what the hell? I'm gonna take it for the YouTube team. Look at these. So cool, this beginning of the grapes. I don't know shit about wineries or grapes, but it's cool that these things are just starting. They're so small. Turn into such an amazing thing for us to drink. Those of you who don't like wine, well, oh well. This heart attack that I'm about to have is for nothing.
So I'm headed out to check up on Joe. Chris, Carol, and I were getting really worried about him.
Look at, there's Joe Allen.
I saw him go about halfway up and I thought, there's no way. He's got to be running out of gas. And then he's probably gonna have a heart attack.
Way down there. She's probably worried about me. She's like, oh man, I saw him going up halfway. He looked like he was running out of gas. He's probably gonna have a heart attack. Woo! All right, 59 years old, running up the hill of a winery. I don't suggest it, but I love our YouTube family. So we gotta do what we gotta do. Educate you guys on winery in Paso Robles. They treated us real nice. And this is day one of like 5 days of wineries. Oh my God, this is a sport for the young. There's Joe Allen. Look at, she's like.
You're walking like you just got off a horse.
What?
You're walking like you just got off a horse.
Oh my gosh. That's like so much steeper than you think it is when you get running up it. Plus the heat, it's probably what, 109?
Yeah.
I was like, oh my gosh. I knew this was gonna be ugly. That's Joanne. I love that woman. Right there. And that's it. This is the Joe. That was freaking brutal. This is Joe Allen and Joe signing off because I don't have much more air left in me.
Oh my gosh.
Thank you.
And I can't even look.
Love you. Bye.
Thanks so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed our little tour and Joe's exertion at Niner Estates. Next up, day 2, L'Aventure Winery.
You're gonna love Raymond. He was our wine host. I don't know if anybody was as enthusiastic as he was. He really took the time, as you'll see in this next video coming up. Thanks so much for watching.